Welcome to our channel. We're going to break down Newcastle's 2 goals against Manchester United. Remember, we are not fans of either team. We only love football with a passion, therefore, bring you insights that you won't hear from anywhere else. Let's get started.
This was Manchester United lineup, and we believe that this was the biggest mistake to begin with. Yesterday, from one of our videos where we were breaking down what Manchester United has to do in order to give Liverpool hard time for the Sunday upcoming game, we were advising to go for a 4-3-3 system. As you can see, they did play 3-4-2-1. This system used to work for forwards like Inzaghi. Not today, please. How many years ago? You tell me. 20 plus or?
You see, it works wonders, and Newcastle capitalized on 4-3-3 system exactly, as we were advising Manchester United to do. Let's now discuss the 2 goals scored by Newcastle and why we believe Manchester United was too weak in this game.
This is unbelievable. Why, you may ask? Remember the lineup for Manchester United? They have put all 4 players in the middle. Where were they in this scenario? Instead, Newcastle had 4 players there, including the one with the ball. Here the problem is that even Manchester United defenders are far from Newcastle's free men, and we are going to discover how this built up to the first goal just in a moment.
From previous footage, the ball ended to the right back, and the right back was nowhere to be near Newcastle winger. In a modern football, at least even 20 years ago up to today, the role of a right or left back is to be the first on the ball. What kind of right back does Manchester United have, obviously? The Newcastle left winger was free and had enough time to see both the opponent's movement and his forward Isaac, who ended up scoring the first goal from this very scenario, as we are going to see. This is why you have to go back and check how both Thuram and Cafu used to defend as right backs.
This is the crossover from the right back that met Isaac alone, and he scored for sure. Notice the look he gave to Onana, Manchester United goalkeeper, and the defender Martinez. He was like, "Guys, you're just a joke. How can I score such an easy goal?" And it was an easy goal, though it came from the right back crossover. We are going to discuss Martinez's problem and why we think Manchester United has to look for a replacement as soon as possible.
Here again is how you can see the weakness from Manchester United system. Again and again, their system is built, at least for this particular game, to have 4 players in the middle field, right? What we can clearly see is that all 4 players are instead on the other side. What are they doing there? They were supposed to be waiting for the Newcastle challenge right in the middle field, not up front. You can see at least 2 Newcastle players that are free, and though we cannot see the other half of the pitch, this ball will generate a 4 against 4 scenario, in which Newcastle will have 2 more players, therefore 6 against 4, and in this situation you cannot defend anything. How do we know this? Because each time the ball came closer Manchester United box, you see a bunch of Newcastle free players, and Manchester United defenders are always far from them, because it's not their job. This should have been taken care of by the 4 middle fielders lined up for this. Which we can also touch upon here. Both Casemiro and Eriksen are too old to be in that middle field. They need at least 2 younger players who can move the ball around like Iniesta style if they want to overcome shameful performance week in and week out.
What's the problem here? Well, you cannot point out the problem as it looks great at a glance. We have 8 Manchester players around, and everything looks perfect. But we have 2 problems here. 1. Again, the right back should have been the first to the ball, which was not the case as we can see, and seeing the space between the 2 players, a great crossover is inevitable. 2. This is the major problem, having the little Martinez there in the box. They need a taller defender there, as we are going to discover in a moment.
The crossover was well prepared and ready to be delivered. Keep in mind, the guy with the ball knows well where Martinez is, and he also knows how tall is their forward. What did he do? He put the ball right there knowing that Martinez had no chance to reach that ball. It's like he was absolutely free, which generated the second goal, as we are going to see.
Can you see? This is a joke. Exactly. Among the cloud that was right there in the box, Martinez and the taller Newcastle forward are fighting for the ball coming from that cross. This picture alone shows the problem, doesn't it? Here is how. Manchester United has all 8 players in the box, right? Newcastle has how many? Just 3, and we could say just 2, seeing that the third one is a bit far. We have never seen such a situation where a goal can be scored in such a scenario. Well, it can happen, but this is way too ridiculous, which rests our case, where we believe Martinez should never be lined up and a replacement needs to be found as soon as possible.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to see more content like this, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest uploads. Your support means the world to us. See you in the next video.